Friend him on Facebook and then poke him. Get screenshots, send them to me, Rodney at RodneyAnonymous.com. We'll put them up on the Milkman site, okay? Okay, here we go. Again, if I am talking to someone else, do not interrupt. If it takes too long for you, come back later. Then we're poking. If you do poke me, I most likely will tell you to fuck off. Or, and then here it goes, this is the best, right? Or, just hold up my hand and let you talk to the hand, because the face ain't listening. But in German. It's just common courtesy and common sense. Then again, if sense were common, more people would have it. That's actually Voltaire said that. He said, I don't know why they call it common sense if it's not so common. But in Vader's head world, it's a little bit different. Do not give me your CD. Okay, be patient. Don't poke him. Don't give him your CD. He doesn't want to hear your CD, okay? Do not ask me about what software I use. You can ask me, okay? I will talk about, I use FL Studio. I will talk about the VSTs I use. But he says, I use what everyone else is using. A doll, Cubase 5, which I don't use. I wouldn't use that.
Fruity Loops.
And VSTs. Yeah, don't ask him about his VSTs. Ask him about his STD. Here's one of my favorites, number 5. Don't ask me to give you some of my vodka. Not a fucking store on this place. Here, I want, give me that. I don't care about your spirochetes. I want some of that vodka. Now, here's the thing, okay? I want to say about the blind music. It's only one sentence, but it's classic, okay? Do not ask me to give you some of my vodka. We are in a club. There is a bar. Buy it yourself, cheap-ass. Rule number 6 seems a little contradictory to rule number 5. Buy me a drink instead. Vaderhead, we are in a club. There is a bar. Buy it yourself, cheap-ass. This is my personal favorite. Of the 15 shows on the U.S. tour, only one person, Liz, okay, was kind enough to ask me if she could buy me a drink. I know Liz. Vaderhead, this is not really a she. There's an arrow. But hey, I'm not a judger. I'm just a Vader. Don't be a judger. Not a judger. Don't be a judger. This is another great one. Number 7. Don't just stand in the distance and stare. He's a German. Germans are all about standing in the distance and staring. It's the only goddamn time when they're not dangerous. This is great. I don't know how often this happens, but quite a lot. I don't know if this has ever happened before, but this happens to me every day. Last time in Cincinnati with the pretty blonde girl and the KMFDM shirt. I've got a theory. If there's a pretty girl staring at Vaderhead like this, it's the way we all stare at Mike Huckabee's son. What is that in What? Mike Huckabee's one son hung a dog. If I can make fun of Michael Vick, I can make fun of Huckabee's inbred son. Anyway, he says, so it's a pretty girl and a KMFDM. Nearly every girl that has a KMFDM shirt is pretty. Alright? My wife's a pretty blonde girl in a KMFDM shirt. Honey, were you staring at Vaderhead? Alright, so, where are we? He wants you to come over and say hi. And then don't bitch on me on Facebook a week later for letting fans down and not caring about some fans. Alright, so walk up to Vaderhead and say hi. Don't stare at him. Don't bitch at him on Facebook. They would say he doesn't care about his fans. Don't try to give him your CD. Be patient. Most importantly so far, rule number 2, don't poke him! This is a great one here. Don't tell me my friends suck. I get the feeling, judging from rules 1 through 8, that's a small select crowd. But this is the best thing. I'll skip most of this because it makes me cry. But this is my personal favorite. This is just for you ladies here. For you ladies and Liz, the tranny. It says, girls, don't tell me that the girl I'm hanging out with is a slut, ugly, stupid psycho. I am a grown man. I'll figure it out myself. So I get the feeling this is not the first time the 3 cars come down 6th Avenue. don't interrupt me before the show. That's pretty much self-explanatory right there.
What?
He said, don't interrupt him before the show. And remember,
Wait, what?
Don't poke him. Don't try to start a conversation on or near the dance floor, okay? I won't be able to hear 80% of what you are saying because, and he has to say in all caps, he's simply too loud. If it's too loud, you're too old. Get the fuck out of the business. You never see Sued from Angel Spit going, hey, that's a little bit too loud there. Well, he wouldn't say it because he's from Australia. He doesn't have a German accent. All right, here it is. Number 11. The one we've been waiting for because this involves us. Let me say something. I go to every I Love Industrial. I think I Love Industrials are some of the best shows the city does, all right? I saw Angels on Acid and Tactical Set a few months back. Life-changing show. Fantastic. If you don't go to the I Love Industrials, please start going to these shows. They're great. I only skipped one. That's the one Faderhead played at. I get up every day and do this. I just kick the shit out. Then I poke myself because I missed that show. Rule number 11. Know how to operate your camera. Please, for the love of God, there's 30 people waiting behind you. He said 5 to 25 earlier. Maybe the 5 people that were up front got back to 25 people, but now there's 30. So 30 people waiting behind you. You want to take a picture, and then you don't even have a camera? How are you going to take the picture? Ha ha ha. That was the most bizarre situation in Philly. Really. Faderhead, 2 things. 1. If this is the most bizarre thing to happen to you in Philly, you're not going to. 2, when people in Philly say, wait a minute, just stand right here, Faderhead, I want to get a picture of this, they mean they want to get a mental picture. One time, when I was working as a reporter for a radio station, I covered this furry convention, and I saw a guy in what had to be a $2,000 full wolf suit, fighting with a stick, these things, and I said, take a mental picture, and it's never left my head. I saw Faderhead. Sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night screaming. He's been on tour with me. The thing is, I would go, oh, Faderhead, let me take a picture. Mental picture. I got it. I'm not going to waste pictures on this. So remember, okay, and it says, if you only have a cell phone, make sure that it has a flash. If the flash is activated, otherwise, your picture will be too dark. It's like all of a sudden I called tech support and got this big crowd on acid. I have that problem a lot. The picture's often too dark. If you're waiting for 5 minutes anyway, please figure out how to switch it on beforehand. And he says, it's just polite to the people waiting behind you. Waiting in line to poke pictures. I couldn't go see him at the last I Love Industrial because I had to get some work done on my car.
Really? What kind of car?
Well, you should ask that. I have a, I'm bitching Camaro.